Hello guys, welcome back to another video of mine. This is your match preview for Chelsea versus Sheffield United in the Premier League today. Just under 3 hours away from kickoff, so it's a late preview and one on very short notice, but it has to be done. I am feeling a bit unwell at the moment. I do have a throat infection at the moment, so maybe my voice sounds a little bit different, or I look a bit, rough, what shall we say. But yeah, I want to keep my uploading schedule, consistent, and I want to get every single video out that I can. So we'll battle through it and get this video done. So as I said, this is your preview for Sheffield United today. It's going to be a difficult game. Now, I know Sheffield United have made a very, very poor start to the season. They only have 1 point from their first, 7 games. A complete contrast to last season. Last season they took the Premier League by storm. I think they finished in the top 10, and were very close to competing for Europe. There was actually at some stage of the season talk of them potentially even making the Champions League. So they really took the league by storm last season. Second season, it's been a complete opposite. But that's the second season syndrome. A lot of teams that come up one season and manage to do very, very well in the first season, the second season is always a bit of a struggle, and that's what we're seeing with Sheffield United this season. I think they've only scored 3 goals in their 7 games and have lost 6 of them and drew the other one. So on the basis of form, we really should be winning this game, especially being at home as well. But we played Sheffield United twice last season and only got 1 point. In this game last season, we were 2-0 up and threw it away to draw 2-2. And then the away game last season is a game that I really don't want to remember. We got stuffed 3-0. So we don't want to repeat that this season. We want to win this game and go into the international break on good form. Now, injury news regards Chelsea. Kai Havertz is still not able to play this game. He's still self-isolating after I mentioned yesterday he tested positive for COVID-19. And Christian Pulisic is out now. He pulled out of the squad before the Burnley game. He felt something in his hamstring, and we all originally thought, and so did Frank Lampard originally thought, that it was just a minor injury, and he was in light training before the Rennes game. But it seems to be a lot worse than we originally feared, and he won't be able to play this game. And hopefully the international break. But funnily enough, he was called up to the USA squad, which is very strange. Hopefully he doesn't go and doesn't play, because we need him fully fit for us. So it's a bit strange how he was called up to the USA squad, but is not with us. Whether that's just Chelsea trying to protect him, I don't know, but I'm not 100% sure on what the extent of the injury is. But all I know is that he won't be playing today. So, so other than that, everyone else is fit and ready to go. Kepa Arrizabalaga is back from his injury. But let's be honest, he's not going to be playing in goal. None of us want to see him playing goal. It'll be Mendy to continue between the sticks. So with the team news being said, I'm going to run you through the starting 11 that I would like to see. It's not really going to differ too much from the Rennes game, mainly because, the team that started against Rennes is probably our strongest team when you take into account that Havertz and Pulisic are injured. So in goal, Mendy, no change in that. Back four, no change in that either. The back fours and the goalkeeper has been really consistent over the past couple of games, so there's no need to change it. So I'll run you through it again. It's Edouard Mendy in goal, Reece James at right back, Zuma and Thiago Silva at centre back, and Ben Chilwell at left back. Now moving into the midfield 3, this is where it can be a little bit different, but I would continue with N'Golo Kante as the kind of deeper lying midfielder. I would go Mason Mount just ahead of him. Now I could say Mateo Kovacic. I think Mateo Kovacic seems to be going down the pecking order for Chelsea, but I don't understand why. Maybe it's to do with the system, I'm not sure. But he's still a really good player. He was our player of the season last season. He still starts regularly for Croatia. So I personally would like to see him in this game. I think for this game, with Jorginho and Kante playing together, it's a little bit more, just possession based, and, there isn't much kind of, forward running and a bit of, creative spark, whereas I think Kovacic can get on the ball. He likes to run forward. He's good with the ball. He's good dribbling skills, and I think we could use that today. So I would go with Kovacic alongside Mount, and then Kante as the deep lying midfielder. And then the forward 3, I would go with Hakim Ziyech on the right, Timo Werner up front, and I would go with Hudson-Odoi on the left. Now, people will say, and I can see this side of the argument, that we should go with the same front 3 that played against Rennes, with Werner on the left, Ziyech on the right, and Abraham up front. If that happens, I'm not going to be complaining, but me personally, I think we need an out-and-out winger to play on the left with Pulisic being injured. I know Werner can operate out there, but I feel Werner is better off as a number 9. And we have a perfectly good winger, sitting on the bench who doesn't seem to get a game at all in Callum Hudson-Odoi. So this is a great opportunity for him to, express himself, to prove to Frank Lampard why he should be starting in games. So that's the front three I'd like to see, and that's the starting 11 that I would like to see. Now, I don't know what to expect from this game. I really, really don't. As I mentioned earlier in the video, all form suggests that we really, really, really should be winning this game. We're in good form, picking up clean sheets, picking up wins, scoring goals in the last couple of games, and then Sheffield United just can't seem to, they just can't seem to get a win anywhere, and are just really struggling at the moment. But we all know, everybody knows, that Premier League football doesn't work that way. Form means nothing, in my opinion. And we saw last season what Sheffield United can do to us. So we really, really, really have to be on it. And I'm a little bit worried because we're playing so many games in such a short amount of time that fatigue is going to be an issue. But what I would say is that this is our last game before the international break. What Frank Lampard should be, saying to the players is that just give it one last push before the international break. We win this game, we'll be in great form, and then the players can have a bit of a rest on international duty, and then we come back firing again for when we play Newcastle away, because we have a tricky enough month in November with games against Tottenham, for example. So we really need the players fully, fit, raring to go, and hope to God that they don't get any injuries on international duty. So anyway, guys, that's all for this video, I think. If you did enjoy it, please drop it a like. Subscribe if you're new around here or you enjoy the content, and I will have the review for the game out on Monday. So I'll see you then, guys, and take care.